Well, hey guys, I want to tackle a very common topic today with people who are starting a business for the first time. Maybe you've got a job and you're looking to start your own side income and get something going to produce some extra finance for your family or whatever it is. I've been in that position, and one of the hard things is all the things going on within our own heart. There's all these skills we have to learn and things we have to understand about business and the online world and clients and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, one of the biggest challenges that I've found in my life is all the negative emotions and thoughts about myself that come as I try something new. As I really step forward and put my neck out and go into an area or a territory that I've just never been before, there are a lot of feelings that can come with that. And especially when you start having some challenges, like you start hitting some roadblocks, having a few fails, embarrassing yourself a little bit, it's very easy to feel like you're just not meant to be there. That maybe you've been trained for something else, you're good at your 9 to 5, but this whole side business thing, is that you? Are you really an entrepreneur? That's just for the special people. I have certainly struggled with some of these thoughts, and thankfully you can overcome them, and there are some simple solutions to doing so. But I think these thoughts are common to everyone who's starting out. And I think that they come oftentimes when a few things happen. One, I think when we're afraid, these thoughts of I'm an imposter and I'm not really supposed to be here and I'm out of my depth. When we get afraid of things and we get afraid of maybe meeting that client for the first time, or afraid of delivering to them the finished product or the service or whatever it is. And another one is when we get discouraged, when something just goes wrong and maybe we spend a lot of work trying to get this one customer on board, and then right at the very end they pull out. Or maybe you have someone else that you do business with, it kind of goes sour and they don't pay you the money that you're owed or something like that. And it can just be a real kick in the guts. And you can actually start putting it on yourself, like maybe I'm not supposed to do this. And that's, I think, when imposter syndrome is really kind of kicked up in my life. But I think there are a few simple tools that I've found that have really helped me over this journey of building my side business. And like I've said before in other videos, I'm a pastor, I lead a church. Side business is something, or any kind of business, was something that, although I went to university, I did a management degree. I can't remember anything from that. I didn't get anything out of university other than my visa to live in Hong Kong here. But for me, business, although it was an interest, it was really out of my skill set and out of my qualifications, and was completely new territory for me. So how did I overcome these moments of feeling imposter syndrome? Well, firstly, you need to know it's normal. And if you're not feeling imposter syndrome at some point, then you probably have a huge ego, or you have an unrealistic view of yourself, because really any time that you do something new for the first time, you're going to be out of your depth. You're going to be not as qualified as those who've been doing it for years. It's just impossible, right? When you do something new, you're a beginner. You're not as good as everyone else. So in that sense, yeah, you aren't the real deal. So the best thing you can just do is just understand that's normal with any new territory in your life. The second thing is that it doesn't really matter how you feel. And I know that doesn't help our emotions, but the good news is that I can get results in business even while my emotions are going up and down. And I do think that this entrepreneurial journey, especially while you're like me, still working your job, still with a very busy family life, there's going to be some ups and downs in it. But the good news is, if you just keep working hard and delivering, then you're going to get great results. So even if your emotions are here and then here and then here, it's okay. Just keep working hard and getting results, because results are what count, not your emotions. And number 3, if you can't stop this feeling of feeling fake, which, to be honest, I haven't been able to to stop. Like, I still feel out of my depth sometimes. And although I'm honest, by the way, I want to be very clear. We're always honest with our clients, and just be honest that you're new to this. That's why I often recommend to start with very low prices or to do work for free. Well, if you can't stop the feeling, then just ignore it, okay? And sometimes, hey, I've got kids, I love my kids, but man, sometimes they can be nagging, and I've gotten pretty good at just switching off sometimes, and they can be making noise, and I'm just going about my life. I mean that in the best way, all right? No concerned parents out there. You know what I'm talking about, parents. But, you have to be able to kind of tune it out. So you're going to hear it, but as long as you can kind of put it on mute, then that's okay, because it's not going to hold you back. It's just a feeling, and whilst it is partially kind of true, it also doesn't matter, and everyone starts somewhere. And I just think if we have this commitment to ignoring it, just putting it up there on the shelf, okay, I know that you're there, but I'm going to ignore you. That whole feeling, that emotion, those thoughts that we feel about ourselves, then in my experience, I've always been able to overcome, and that has led to me building a great little side business that's been a great blessing to my family, allows me and my wife to be more generous in life, and I believe you can too. So, if you are feeling imposter syndrome, it's okay. Everyone's there at one point, and you'll probably feel it again in the future. Just get over it and put your head down, and I believe you're going to build a great business.